Let's talk about defence then, because our Defence Force has got pretty serious personnel problems. The recruitment goal has been missed every year since 2012. Total numbers are currently 59,000 or thereabouts, a figure that needs to reach 80,000 by 2040. So in an effort to help boost in recruitment, they've set up a new app. There's always a new app. That ADF Ready app is designed to help Australians reach the fitness requirements for entry into the Navy. So that's one of our plans to increase recruitment. I'm not sure how successful the app will be. The other program, of course, is allowing citizens from Five Eyes nations to sign up, and that kicks off tomorrow. So we've got, people from New Zealand, Canada, they can join our Defence Forces. And Michael, we've got an app. Is this enough to fix the crisis?
Well, James, people that have retired from the UK, US, New Zealand and Canadian militaries and have spent time living in Australia and then are desperate to join our military, they're not going to solve a workforce collapse that's 4,500 people big and growing. So that's not an answer. And if they were wildly successful, our Canadian, US, UK and other partners would say, stop, you're taking our military. And an app designed by a bunch of bureaucrats around fitness is not going to energise young people to join the military. What will energise them is cutting the top-heavy senior ranks who are so out of touch and pushing responsibility down to junior people in our military. That's been the hallmark of Australian military success through our history.
Just before I let you go, Michael, I'd like to get your thoughts on how you think the government has performed when it comes to defence policy this year. Just if you could nominate off the top of your head, what's the Albanese done well when it's come to defence, and where have they failed this year, do you think?
Well, let me start with the single biggest failure of the Albanese government on defence, and this is for their whole term. They have failed to make Australians safer by making our military more powerful rapidly. Instead, they've signed up to bureaucrats' plans where nothing can happen for 10 or 20 years. That's their big failure. Two successes this year. They've actually agreed to have a non-US company, Kongsberg, build advanced missiles here in Australia. And they've agreed to give the M1 Abrams tanks our army is retiring to the Ukrainians who desperately need them. That's a much better decision than when they cut up and buried those helicopters that the Ukrainians wanted.
Michael Shoebridge, appreciate you joining me tonight. Have a wonderful New Year's Eve, and all the very best to you and your family for the coming year.